And one thing it says in the Bible for a man to do for his wife, a Christian man, it's specific. Jesus specifically said to read your wife the Word of God every single day. And he even gave the reason for doing that. Because he said it cleans a person, it cleans their spirit. It cleans them from negativity. It cleans them from evil. It washes them. He said, wash your wives with the Word of God. Wash them. Wash them. Wash yourself too. He's not just saying them. I mean, we got to wash ourselves too. We got to clean our spirit. We got to clean ourselves, We got to wash ourselves with the holy Word of God. And cleanse ourselves from evil. Cleanse ourselves from negativity. Just like if you go too long without, washing yourself. I mean, we've all had to do that sometimes, like in life, for different reasons. Maybe like I can get into that in a later video, but I've experienced, being homeless before, stuff like that. You don't always have access to a shower, but you got to do the best you can to clean yourself, because if you don't, what happens? Bad things happen. Bad things start to come upon you. Maybe like, I don't know, you could get, you could get skin rashes or something like that. I mean, I'm just being real. I mean, that's what happens. If you don't wash your skin, you can get problems. You can get, parasites on your body and stuff like this. You always want to. And parasites on your body. There you go. That's a perfect example of what happens to a person that doesn't clean themselves with the Word of God. What happens to them? Parasites start coming after them. Their soul, demons. The demon world is very real. And if you're not cleaning yourself, if you're not protecting yourself, if you're not putting on the armor of God, demons are going to come at you. They're going to attach themselves to you. They're going to, like the most unclean things. The Bible talks about unclean spirits and unclean demonic things. Will, if you're not cleaning yourself with the holy Word of God, if you're not doing that, then you're going to be overwhelmed by the most disgusting, evil, wicked things that are out there in the world, and they're going to tear apart. Those things don't care about love. They don't care about marriage. They don't care about happiness. They don't care about your future with your partner. No, they hate that kind of stuff. Their primary purpose is to break up families, and that's why there's so many broken families in America. That's what it is. Human beings do not like, we do not like broken families. Nobody likes broken families, but we have more broken families than we've ever had before in this country, and there's a reason for it. It's because so many people don't wash themselves with the Word of God. They don't clean themselves, and they don't feed their spirit as much as they should, and their whole life becomes a train wreck. It becomes a train wreck. And that's what happened to me and my wife, our marriage. That's what happened. There's no amount of money that you can make that would ever fix a situation like that. You couldn't make enough money. You can't buy your way out of something like that. I know deep down, if I was a millionaire, me and my wife, we still wouldn't have worked out. We still wouldn't have worked out. I believe that in my soul. I believe that in my heart. If I was a millionaire and I had a Corvette, because of the fact that we weren't reading the Bible, we weren't doing the things we should do. We weren't getting closer to God. We weren't protecting our spirits, and we weren't protecting ourselves from evil. Then that's why we didn't work out, and that's the only reason why. We started not hating each other, but we started hating being around each other. Let me put it that way. That's exactly what happened. There was times we didn't even want to be in the same room together. I mean, that happened a lot. That's what I'm talking about. People who've been married 50 years. You hear the stories. Well, they've been married 50 years. Yeah, well, that doesn't really mean anything unless there's God in the picture and they love each other. Because I mean, and they're spiritually protected. Anybody could stay together for 50, 60 years. It doesn't matter. I mean, anybody could do that. Like if they just told themselves that's what we're going to do. We're just going to not leave each other's side. Sometimes I think they even stay together just to make each other's life miserable. I think that there are cases like that. And I'm not saying, I'm talking about the ones that don't have God in the picture, that don't truly love each other. That for financial reasons they stay together, or they, whatever it is, convenience, whatever it is, but there's all kinds of ways that couples could stay together. There's all kinds of situations. circumstances where that could take place. But me and my wife, one thing I do appreciate is we were honest with each other about that. Like when we knew that it was time to split ways, we did. We didn't, we didn't go the other way and say like, no, we're gonna hang on. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna make your life miserable. I'm gonna. I mean, we don't. We're honest with each other when it comes to stuff like that. So even though we're separated now because that's just the way things went. We've been separated for about 5 years, so we may never get back together again. But we have a beautiful daughter together, and since then I've learned so many things about reading the Word of God, about praying every day. I read the Word of God every day, and I pray every day. Should I have done that when I was with my wife? Absolutely. I shouldn't have let a day go by where I didn't do that, because I would have been so much stronger in my spirit, and she would have been so much stronger too if she would have listened to the Word and let me read the Word to her, and she would have been so much stronger in her spirit. But we weren't strong in our spirits. We were weak in our spirits. We were weak, and that's why we failed. I guess you could say we failed. So so at this point, basically, that's the story of that. That's where I'm at with that right now, and that's just the way that things went. But we both love our daughter. We both take care of our daughter. We both see our daughter as much as possible. Obviously she lives with her. My daughter lives with her, so she sees her a lot more, and that's fine because my daughter loves her mom, and she loves me too. She loves her both.